Hello everybody, Bubblezest here and welcome back to HOI4. In today's video we're going to be doing a guide to the achievement. It's 1812 all over again. So let's begin. First things first, the army. Gather it all up and what do you know, it's gone. For focus we're going to be doing patriation, standard research slots, electronics, industry and so on. For our SIDS it's just going to be mill spam. For our actual mills though it's just going to be gun spam. And we may as well build convoys with our one dockyard. And that is thankfully already all of our prep out the way. So, let's go up to speed 5 and begin. Just something to think about while you're playing Canada. You have access to Commonwealth research, which means you can get some techs faster if other countries have researched them. So for instance, we can get early submarine hulls 20% faster. Just a little tip if you are playing Canada, you know. Now that our patriation has begun, it's time for us to get some swastika clubs. So many events. Right, immediately we're going to hire ourselves Chuck Crate, the fascist demagogue, and since we can't support the blue shirts, we're going to do the RS Commission, for even more political power. We could have banned communism before the fact, but since communist support is going up so slowly, we may as well just save the 100 political power, you know. The only reason we hired him is for prepare for civil war. We're going to be flipping as soon as we can. And now we have 50 political power, we're going to be preparing for civil war. We need to do as many expansive supports as we can. We need to get our stability under 50%. The extra political power is nice, but we're also going to need some crown corporations. Which is funny when you consider we're actually going to be leaving the crown, technically. If you'd gotten lucky, you might have gotten events like fascist assault divisions form, and that would have lowered your stability a tiny bit, and so you could have started a tiny bit faster. But unfortunately, those are just RNG. And there we go, it is time for the Canadian Civil War. Right, you should know how good Civil War works. We're just going to spam out as many cavalry as we can and run down the victory points. We can afford 12, good. One division will just go down to Halifax, while the rest will be going all the way over to Vancouver. So, let's get them trained up. In the meanwhile though, we're going to grab ourselves military access and a non-aggression pact with Italy. That will give us enough relations with them for them to give us Lend-Lease. Spam out as many militias as we can. There we go. Our deficit 7,000. Good. And Italy should now support us. Since we are now at war, our next focus is going to be war bonds. Refresh the Lend-Lease with Italy every month. You don't have enough convoys for it, but it is still worth doing it. 1 division and 11 divisions. The other Canada will more than likely put out divisions, so the way to get rid of them is to either run around them, encircle them. We do what we need to do. Non-core equipment, just like non-core manpower. There you go, there's some divisions. Not in the best place, but they can be very annoying. So let's be careful. The last thing we need is to be cut off. No need to destroy these divisions. We need as much manpower as we can get. Don't worry, World Tension is solo. Britain will not be called into this. Anyway. Now we can finally do support the blue shirts. This is the only way Canada can get more recruitable population without doing commit to the war, which is not worth doing at this point. It's currently winter, which is why it's taken so long to get to Vancouver. And there you go, there's the end of the Canadian Civil War. Now we're just going to hold back for a little while. Won't be too long until we go after the United States, but it is probably worth waiting for a little while. But right now, we're just going to be spamming out as many cavalry as we can. Max priority, deploy as soon as we can. Undertrained, but we just need units right now. Ironically, we're going to be buying some steel from the US as we don't really have the convoys to buy much else. Anyway, we have more than enough political power. Silent workhorse. What should we do for focus now? You know what, let's support a Synarchist buyer. Don't know if this will lead anywhere, but it could be interesting. If it does. It's now April 1st, so now we're going to justify on the Philippines. The US will never see this coming. Alright, let's do the National Housing Act. 1 free civ is always good. We just have enough command power now for a field marshal. So let's go for Bert here. He's probably the best we're going to get. We have so little war support that getting enough command power for traits will take a long time. Right, we now have 48 divisions against the US here in the Buffalo, Detroit, New England. And now we're going to go for another army group for this side of the Canadian border. Not as defenders as the other one, so we should find a lot of gaps here. And why not, Maritime Colonial Railway could be useful. Wish it gave some supply hubs, though. And yeah, I'm exercising my divisions, why not? Our deficit is going to be big one way or another. But yeah, it is quite wasteful, so that's probably enough. Well, folks, at this point, there isn't really much we can do, so I guess something like army modernisation? Look at this side of the Canadian border isn't really that defended, while New England and stuff is really stacked. We're going to have to really fight hard to break out here, while here we'll have at least a few encirclements. We have so much political power and nothing to use it with, so you know what, I'm going to do rebuild the nation. Something I don't think I do that much. Well then, it's time. Let's declare on the Philippines, which immediately calls in the US. The first 48 divisions will aggressively push out, while these 24 main job again is to encircle. Let's see what we can do. Any gaps like these you must take advantage of. The US has no more than 53 divisions, so we're pretty much on equal parity with them. But still, they are still quite strong. Use force attacks if you must, but remember, very limited command power. We have no war support now. As much as I don't like pins, they can be your friend. So, make use of them. We need to get down to San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego. All big victory points down there. And there we go, 3 units encircled. Be careful, these units can still be a pain. Destroy them if you can, but leave them if you must. Milwaukee and Chicago are surprisingly free. Looks like we're almost about to break out in Detroit and Buffalo. Going well so far. Admittedly, our other encirclement got broken, but still, got to pick up the positives. Can't believe this unit has managed to make it all the way here snaking. Oh, what do you know? We actually might about to be intercepted. Despite this being linked up, can they walk across it? No. Wow, they did actually manage to do it. Good job. We have to take advantage of this right now. Any gaps? I was planning on using probably one force attack we could get to break Buffalo, but it looks like that's going to break anyway. And there it goes, and the front line broke, because of course it did. And there you go, it's now completely broken. The US's AO will have to scramble to cover us, which we could take full advantage of. What do you know, we're already at Washington, and it's free. And there we go, we've actually gotten the achievement. Canada has entered Washington for the 2nd time. Let's see if we can't finish them off this time. The War of 1812 might have been a draw, but I'm not expecting this one to be. Frontline in complete collapse now. It's even winter and this is happening, which is quite good. Anyway, world tension is now over 20%, so let us grab the Defense of Canada regulations. The US is currently trying to push down from Alaska, which will take them so long they'll never be able to do anything. No need to cover that line. Wow, and we're already in San Francisco. Look at this, it's just an utter mess. We're taking a lot of losses, but we're getting where we need to go, so it evens out, I suppose. Oh, we managed to even stop some units trying to get back to Norfolk. Good. And wow, Los Angeles has fell. How far do we need to go now? 13%. Okay, I could do that. That's probably like Dallas, isn't it? Oh dear, we have a civil war in Mexico now. Probably our little handiwork, isn't it? What are you doing here? Shouldn't that... Okay, Salvador is correct, but his portrait is broken. I hope Paradox fixes that soon. But I don't think this guy's meant to be here. I swear it's meant to be someone else. But whatever. Not much we could do about that now. The US is at 20% now. Any second. Any victory point. Any tile, maybe. Oh, no. It's already over. The US has capitulated. Great. For us. So... well, we already got the achievement, so we can leave the US in any state we want. So let's take Alaska for ourselves, puppet Hawaii, the Marianas, and Puerto Rico out of them. May as well satellite the Philippines, and puppet the rest. So many puppets. There we go, world tension's been set ablaze. But hey, we took one state out of it. But you know what, since our other handiwork came to fruition, let's do something with it. Cancel that. Let us skewer the eagle, a plan for dominance with the Mexican junta. Wow, the US has 1 million manpower. Let's use theirs instead of ours. Dismantled again. Colonial templates, Free American Empire. That would do. But we'll grab the other one too. So we can train up a few of those, and as soon as they're done, deploy them and change them over. Supporting the Synarchists buyer was really designed for the old ideological boost system where you could just boost via this screen and just boost from here. It's not really designed for Mexico's current focus tree. And there you go, 72 bad templates, and now infantry. That we can't really afford, but hey, we'll find the equipment somewhere. I'm currently improving relations with Venezuela since they can probably help us. And since they're so high, we'll eventually go with Peru as well. It's just rebuild the nation currently saps our political power. And Mexico agrees. The White House will burn again. Well, I think it already has. And there you go, our new faction, the Northern Sovereignty Coalition. Unitary Canada and Mexico unite. This must be a rare event, one that not many people see. But hey, let's help Mexico. You don't want our help? What? Well, we could just improve relations with them. It shouldn't take too long to get them to want our help. Right then, positions everyone. Oh, they already accepted. I thought they were still saying no, but whatever. Right, more Lend-Lease. This time just Venezuela and Italy. Goodbye all our convoys. Aggressive, let's go get Mexico. Oh, and let's not forget to call in the US. I would clear up Baja, California, but I think we just need to get to Mexico City. We're even going to rescue this unit from encirclement. Just. And there we go, the Mexican junta did it. This is one strong Northern Sovereignty Coalition now. You know what, to finish up, let's just demand Newfoundland and Labrador from Britain. I don't think they'll say yes, but I'm curious to see. I almost thought that the Mexican junta would take the normal colour, but nope. This very weird blue is their colour now, with their capital all the way in Juarez, which I have not pronounced properly, sorry. They are a revolta tag, but they still have the regular focus tree, so they're not going to be totally useless. But yep, you can see the old Mexico is still right here. So Mexico, 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 Mexico. And will we get the failed Dominion? No, because there is an imperial hubris, and they won't give it to us. Oh dear. Could we go after Britain and get Newfoundland and Labrador? Almost certainly. We could even get the Rule Britannia achievement if we did it. But I think we'll be calling this here. We've invaded Britain so many times, so it wouldn't be much of a problem. We'd just have to annex the US, get their fleet, get military access from Germany, from Wilhelmshaven, neighbour invade, there we go, we get the achievement. They probably have the best together for victory tree, don't they? But I think it could be a little better with just a few little tweaks. You know, I think the one that everyone agrees with is that the mutual exclusivity of National Steel Car and sending the zombies needs to be removed. There's no question about it, it has to go. Canada did both. They did a war-fueled economy and they sent Quebecois to the front. So why both of them are mutually exclusive, I don't know. Honestly, Canada's focus tree would be improved so much just by getting rid of this pointless mutual exclusivity. But for the alt history pass, they're very small, but okay. There are just some little things that could probably be changed. Like for instance, why is demand Labrador and Newfoundland only in the fascist tree? That really needs to be in the communist tree as well. Just do a little line dot there, and there you go, now both trees can access it. I don't know if you could save scum this focus, but still, it should be allowed to be done in the communist tree. It was interesting getting the Mexican junta around, but I don't think this is how it is intended to be done. I think support of Synarchist Baja should be overhauled and be something like, I don't know, spreading communism as Yugoslavia. It's a good example of how this thing should be done in the game. And for the communist tree, yeah, there really should be something, you know, like spread the revolution. Maybe there should be something here to align yourself with Trotsky when he's in Mexico. You know, that could be interesting. I don't know. If you have any ideas on how to improve Canada's focus tree, do comment them below. It has so much potential that I think Paradox could put in the game if they have another look at it sometime. But until next time everybody, this has been me, BubblesZest, getting It's 1812 all over again. I thank you for watching, I do hope you've enjoyed it. Feel free to leave any suggestions in the comments below, I'm always looking for new video ideas. But until we meet again, goodbye.